In business, competing is a wrong strategy, really. But everyone talks about competition, what they are doing, what can we do better. Welcome to Thank God It's a Story Saturday, a weekly video series where I share stories with you that you can use to make your messages connect. I'm back with another story from 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. Okay, so in this part of the book, there's a story where Peter Thiel talks about competition and what is the purpose of competition. And he brings out two leaders, the CEO of Oracle, Larry Ellison, and the CEO of Siebel System, the founder of Siebel System, Tom Siebel. Now, he says that these two people spent a large part of the 90s just competing with each other. They have a very similar personality. They are like type A ambitious people. Now, the backstory with this is that Tom Siebel used to work at Oracle and was the protege for Larry Ellison in Oracle. And when Tom Siebel decided to leave Oracle because he didn't really like working in the shadow of his ambitious boss and set up his own system, Larry Ellison was really, really upset. He says that they spent way too much time competing with each other rather than actually thinking about creating a unique value proposition. He gives one particular example about their competition. He says that at one time, Larry Ellison sent a truckload of ice creams to the Siebel Systems headquarters. But what was the most funniest thing was the wrapper on that ice cream sandwich. The wrapper read, "Summer is near, Oracle is here to brighten your day and your career." So basically, he wanted employees of Siebel Systems to jump ship, but instead he ended up creating a lot more enemies by doing something like that. He then further in this story talks about a small database company called Infomix, whose CEO's name was Phil White. This small database company also wanted to pick a fight with the Oracle CEO, Larry Ellison. So what they did was Phil White created a billboard and put it in front of where the Oracle headquarters was. And on that billboard, they wrote, "Caution, dinosaur crossing," essentially referring to Oracle as a dinosaur. Now, Larry Ellison, who loves doing all these personal attacks, responds back by putting another billboard next to Infomix's office on which it is written, "Infomix's software was slower than snails." Now, this unnecessary personal attack is happening, and an Infomix CEO, then of course, when sees that billboard, wants to respond. This time, things get personal. The Infomix CEO gets to learn that Larry Ellison loves the samurai culture. So he takes the Oracle logo and puts a broken samurai sword next to it and implies that Oracle is broken. Now, the most interesting thing about this is that Phil White, the CEO of Infomix, got too busy having these personal attacks that were actually of no value that he spent too little time worrying about what's happening in the company. Infomix imploded in a massive accounting scandal, and White soon found himself in federal prison for securities fraud. Now, what I love about this entire narration is that sometimes people just in business pick up personal fights and not worry about actually does this fight help the business or not. It becomes an ego game. Therefore, rather than trying to compete, you create a value proposition so unique that you can create monopoly. By the way, in this book, a lot of the advice is how can you create a monopoly in the business? Stop competing. Create a value proposition so good that you have a monopoly. Stay storied.